welcome to this edition of the BEC podcast. My name is Rasmus Beck, and I'm very happy to introduce a woman next to me today, Beatriz Corrales from Spain. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Beatriz, traveling the world, traveling in Europe, living outside of Spain. That's some of the things that we're going to talk a bit about in the upcoming minutes here. But first of all, when I'm thinking about Spain and badminton, one name pops into my mind, and no offense, it's not yours. It's Carolina. How is it to have Carolina on the sideline, knowing that she's world famous, everybody in badminton knows her? How's that?
I think for me, it has been always taking the good part on that. That means in Spain, for example, when we were starting to play this sport, no one or not everyone can know what sport is, and now you can go in the street and you can say like, I'm a badminton player, and everybody know what is this sport because of Carolina, of course. So I know it's taking the good part on this, and also the training. We have been practicing together, not now, but a long time ago, many years at the national. So also has been a good practice. I think to have right now one of the best, probably right now the best in women's single. It's good to know if I want to get better on this, what I need to get, and you have really good example next to me.
Does it make you proud to see that a Spanish girl has actually achieved what everybody's were dreaming of, Olympic medals, Olympic gold medals, World Championship medals? Does it make you proud for like a Spanish people?
Yeah, I think for badminton, for Spanish badminton is very nice, you know, because she brought the belief that if you make a really hard work, you can get it. Doesn't matter if you are from Asia, from Spain, from Denmark, from whatever. So that's the good thing. Of course, at the end, we have different kind of career, so we have to be also focused in our career, each player. So yeah, but of course it's good for badminton in Spain. It has been really good.
But Beatrice, let's be honest here. Are you also a little bit jealous on Carolina, what she has achieved compared to what you have achieved?
No, being honest, I think I never feel jealous. For sure, just being honest, I will say that maybe in the past I didn't have some chance just to play maybe some tournament that only one player from Spain could play when we were younger, under 17 or under 19. So this kind of things, of course, has been like, oh shit, I cannot play this, or I cannot go to play the Youth or Olympic Games or whatever. But a part of this, I think it's not a big deal, you know. At the end, it's like, for example, I can be like this thinking like, no, I have the best at home, why? But for example, you can see Denmark, they have really great players in the same, for example, men's single, and I think it's a good thing to get better each other. So that's my idea on that.
A few years ago, you decided to leave Spain, go to Italy. Now you are based in Milan, northern part of Italy. Beatrice, please enlighten us a bit about why did you do that?
That's why one of the reasons that like 3 seasons more or less ago, I was feeling that at the national, everything was focused on Carolina. Of course, it was getting this kind of amazing result. But I was feeling that at this moment, if I continue there, I wasn't motivated at all to keep going what the high level needs. You know, it's not like 2 hours per day and that's all. No, you need to be 24 hours thinking like as a player. I was talking with my close people, of course, about my feelings, and also the federation agree about it to make this change, because they were trying to get some solution, maybe bring another coach for the rest of the players, but meantime we cannot wait in like, let's see what happens. So I decided to move to Milan in this case, and was a great opportunity to join this group, and also they are like a big family. I'm practicing there and everything is good, and the quality that is for us always, we are looking for the quality of training and like this, and it's quite okay.
So it's the right decision you took?
Yeah, by now I think I'm right. You know what I mean? And also, I having good matches, like good performance, that it's not like, after this chain I'm not playing really well. No, I think I'm playing at my best. In some matches now, my goal is keep being regular on this level. So let's see what happens.
Beatriz, you're one of those players who is traveling for the World Tour tournaments, the top tournaments. You're also playing some of the, for instance, Belgian International on the European circuit. When you enter the World Tour, the top World Tour, there's not that much pressure on you, to be honest, because there's not a lot of expectations. But if you play like a Super 100 or at the challenge level on the BEC circuit, you may be the top seed as you were in Belgium. How is it to be this big expectation, no expectation, big expectation, no expectation? How's that?
That is one of the things that I work in a lot, also with my mental coach and like this, because it could be easy, you know, when I'm playing these kind of tournaments, like for example now in Denmark Open, that I don't have pressure at all. So at the end I get my high performance and I feel good and cool. I feel relaxed. I can think about my game. I can change the strategy or whatever. But the thing is, like, I really need to keep working on to keep this level that I'm talking about it, because if not, I still have to play this kind of tournament, like challenge, like World Tour 100 or whatever. And also, it's one of the goals. Okay, if I have to play this tournament, because still I don't have the level to be top 16 in the world, I also have to be strong on the mind, you know, to don't be, as you say, falling down and get again higher. So that is also one of the goals, being honest.
One of those,
and it's not easy.
And it's not, because that was actually my next question, because the physical part, you can always go lift some weight, you can always practice more, of course you also risk being injured. But the mental game of this, how much time do you spend on the mental part of badminton? Yeah,
I think as you just said, the most important at this level, on the high level, is the mindset you have, because at then you can practice the abilities, you can practice the technique, tactic. For me, it's like normally at the beginning when I moved to Milan was difficult to get into this also mental training, but now we reach a good deal. During the week, normally I have a long conversation by phone, because with the guy that I'm working with, he's from Spain. And and also for the tournament, we make a good preparation. What are my goals on this tournament, and what I want to reach every match, who is going to be the opponent, also the, you know. So I think it's part of the training. The same that on court we are every day. Every day I have to, you know, to dedicate a little bit for my also mental stuff.
What was the first thought you had? Because talking to a mental coach, it's also like a psychology. Some people might think that speaking of psychology means that you might be weak. It could be a taboo for some people. When you first was introduced to mental training, and that now you have to tell how you feel, what were your thoughts around that?
I think for sure, still many people think that, oh, you are working on the psychological, you are working with a mental coach. Is that because you are weak on your mind? No, it's because it's part of my training, and it's part of being a high level player. So for me has made the difference, you know. When I was younger and I started at the national in Spain working with the mental coach, the thing is, like, in this case with the guy, he make me understand what I'm doing, why in core, when I'm playing on court, for example, when you are close on the score and you have to decide to make the good decision in seconds, you don't have even time to know what to do. And this is not like happen like, you know, like because no, it happened because you have been working a lot before, you know, during the training. So for these people that think like, no, you are weak on the mind or whatever, it's like, you can think whatever you want, but I'm sure that it's part of our training to get this kind of preparation on the mental stuff.
A lot of people or players are talking about Olympic dreams, World Championship dreams, European game dreams for somebody. When I'm looking at you, I see that there are big demands to you if you should, for instance, qualify for Olympics. Does that mean that Olympics might not be the most important, because you know Carolina will be in the top ranking, so maybe the Olympics is not the big goal for you?
Yeah, I spent many years, you know, thinking about the qualify for the Olympic medal and for the Olympic Games. Probably some season that I wasn't playing so good and like this was because of that, because thinking that probably my goal was so high, and at this moment I didn't do in the objective way, like, okay, maybe I don't have still the level to what it means to qualify for the Olympic Games, being Carolina on the top. That means being top 16. So I think right now I'm talking also many times with my coaches, and just to be everyone on the same line of working and don't be confused. That is the worst, that if you are confused and we are not working on the same line, that maybe the most important right now is just going season by season, and let's see if I can get this regular level at this kind of tournament like Denmark Open, French Open, the top tournament. And after that, maybe one of the consequences will be like being top 20, being even higher, and that will be qualification for the Olympic Games. But if I've been thinking like the main goal, like qualify for the Olympic Game, maybe for me it's not working, it's not working at all.
So should I understand this way that you actually see it as a bonus if you qualify for the Olympics, because that means that you have reached that steady level that you're looking for?
Yeah, the thing is, like, if I'm focusing every game in every tournament, at the end on my performance, at the end, if the level is getting better and better, I will be in that top 16, or what it means, like qualify for the Olympics. You know what I mean? So just be a little bit let behind me the qualification and all that means, and be focused on the real important, the game for me.
One of the big topics in badminton the last year has been the new service rule. Yeah. You also sometimes play the doubles, not much, but sometimes.
With the French team.
exactly. And also on the national team, I remember seeing you and Carolina on court. It was not that pretty, to be honest. Yeah. But it was okay. No, despite of that. This new service rule, how do you see that? How has it developed? How has it affected you? Of course, it might not be the big issue for the singles, but how have you seen it?
My size, I'm not so big, so for me it's not a big deal. I mean, I didn't have any problem when they put this new rule, but I understand that has been a difficult deal about because depend of the physical condition of each player, you know what I mean? So in my case, in my experience, has been no different at all, because I'm still doing the same technique, the same service, because I'm small, So yeah, but I can totally understand that the tall players.
But it's a good thing to be one of the shorter players.
So
here, right?
honestly, not thinking about my experience on that, I think it's difficult to say if it's okay rule or not or whatever, because we have to deal with all the opinions, and also all the players' experience.
If we should talk in like December 2019, you and I, that's a little over a year from now. What title did you win in that year from now on till December 2019 that made you happy?
For sure, first of all, qualify for the European Games and will be medal at the European Games, because I've been like many years, looking for the medal at the European Championship, and sometimes because I didn't take control of my emotional stuff, and sometimes because I wasn't probably ready and my opponents were better than me, but still this medal didn't arrive. So for me, probably will be one of the biggest, goals in my career.
So if you and I are going to a cup of coffee next year and you have the medal for European Games, you're buying the coffee then?
Yeah, for sure. No problem.
No problem. Good. I'm looking forward to that coffee then. Beatriz, thank you very much for stopping by the podcast. Please go follow Beatriz on social media. She's doing a good job as well. I think you are. So go follow her. Or go download our new app and find her as one of your favorite players so you can get the live score, news and match reports for Beatriz Corrales. Thank you very much for watching the podcast delivered by Badminton Europe. Stay tuned. We'll be back for one more soon.
Thank you.